What? Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday, family. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are well. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you guys. Oh, make sure I got everything going. Check test two. Check 1 2. Chief Assumption, salute to you, sir. How are you, man? Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. Tony, come through. Thank you for coming through, Tony. I appreciate you, brother. Of course, the man or the reason why we're here is the one and only, the Flock Ohana. JayByrd's in the house. Valtruism, Val, thank you always, Val, for always being one of the first people to jump on when I go live. You don't know how much that means to me, Val. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, Chief, such your first one here. DJ Aurora Onyx Heart is in the house. Aloha to you. Mahalo, Val. Nancy Nakamura is in the building. Thank you, Nancy. Michelle is here. Thank you, Michelle. Um, we got jokes today. We got jokes, and it's being provided by the one and only my 18 brother DJ Stress is in the building. Stress, man, always a good time, brother. Always a good time. Stress, love you, bro. Appreciate you so much, man. Shout out to my 18 brother DJ Stress TV, aka BA Baracus is in the place. His Ooster eats. It is, bro. It is, man. We got jokes today. We got jokes today. Chief Assumption is here. Of course, JayByrd is in the building, literally in the chat room. Looking forward to our interview. I was just having this discussion with my mods several weeks ago, and one of them, I think it was Princess, was like, you never had JayByrd on your Wisdom Wednesday, right? So I was like, no way, we had him. So like, no, I actually looked. JayByrd has never been on Wisdom Wednesday. And I was like, holy crap, we got to get the brother, the family into Wisdom Wednesday. And so threw a little birdie in his ear. And of course, he has to check his busy schedule. And so, and finally he was like, yeah, man, let's do it. He confirmed on Sunday. So I'm very grateful to my brother JayByrd. You guys know, he's family to us, just like how Stress is to me. Love him so much. And Nancy's in the building. Val, I appreciate you. Sister Bird, literally Sister Bird is here. Good to see you, Sister Bird. Love you, chokes. Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you guys. Um, so I went out today. I started walking. I went out to a beach park where we actually streamed almost a year ago when we did the birthday stream. Um, and then I went on live on Instagram, and I haven't done an IG live for a long, long, long time. And so I was able to see some people, some Twitch peeps and some IG peeps on. Was really, really nice to show them. Today was a beautiful day. Ooh, the water looked really, really good today. Ray Yoshi, again, the Flock Ohana coming in, showing the support to our brother JayByrd. Ray Yoshi, one of the power mods for brother Jay. Good to see you. Mr. Plow is in the building. What up, Mr. Plow? How are you? Good to see you. Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Um, I know we started a little bit later. It was just one of those days. Like things, you try and schedule things, and in your head, you're like, nah, I can make it work. I feel bad. JayByrd was in the back, and I saw him, and I was like, man, he's probably like, what's going on? He's like, I got you. Hawaiian time. Hawaiian time. I got you, man. So thanks, Jay, for being patient. I appreciate you. Uh, Ray Yoshi, I saw Derek in Chinatown a couple weeks ago. So it's good to get a chance to talk story with him for just a little bit. And then I was with Sesu, and I was with Aster Zamora. I was with the motherfuckers last week, Friday, over in Waikiki. Mother DJ Technique, DJ Nino Yellow. I'm not sure if you guys know who DJ Nino Yellow. He's on Twitch, but he was in town. So we went all hung out in Waikiki over at the Galleria where Technique was spinning and had a great time, man. Actually jumped on, did a couple songs. More than two songs, JayByrd. More than two songs, and we'll talk about that, dog. we'll talk about that. When you come down, we'll do that, man. We'll go and hang out in Waikiki too. That. So, chat Hana, do me a favor. You guys have his emotes. Drop them flock emotes. Drop whatever DJ JayByrd emotes you have. Good to see you, Lori Ann. Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday, Lori. So good to see you. Aloha to you, sister. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for pulling up. Ray Miyoshi with the support. Mahalo to you, sister. Nancy, don't even be jealous because it's going to happen very soon for us. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Mr. Plow. Of course, Sister Bird. Thank you for them emotes. Appreciate all of you. So we're just going to dive right in, man. I'll bring my brother in, and when people come in, we'll go ahead and do our thing. But chat Hana, do me a favor. Everybody say aloha, say how's it. Keep dropping the DJ JayByrd emotes as I bring the brother in. Yo, look at that background, bro. You ain't lying, dog. You ain't lying. Look at that.
That's not even close to the amount of pictures that I have of us.
Bro, that's dope.
Yeah. What's up, fam? Nice to meet you.
So do me a favor, bro. I'm gonna jump out really quick because I just gotta answer this door really quick. But go ahead and shout the chat room and give me like 30 seconds.
Oh my God, it's become my show now. So welcome, flock. Ricky Wamoto, what's going on? Eric in the building. Sister Bird, Ram Yoshi, Lorianne, flock definitely representing. I see Nancy Nakamura, Princess Leahanu, Karen Midori in the building. Aloha, everybody. I got to make myself bigger, huh? I try to make myself bigger. It doesn't work. Gym and everything, it doesn't work. I was talking about I tried to make myself bigger, but I still look like a midget compared to you.
And I don't want to bring it closer because it'll cut off everything. But
right, exactly. Just,
yeah.
You get all of this. You get all of this.
That's like, right. So there's a way to do it. I don't know how to change it. So there's a way we can actually switch it where... I don't know how to do it. Wait, let me see if I... Okay, that's not what I want. I want the other way around. So I want this, but with you.
No,
so, I don't know how to...
We want 50-50. We want 50-50. Yeah, 50-50. Let's go. Thank you for the host, Lorianne. Sister Bird with the host as well. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys, for the host, man. So, bro, man. So, look, everyone in this chat room, they know their journey. There's some things that I actually do want to chat about because there's some stuff that I've been curious about.
Okay.
And one of those things, like, so I posted on my IG, right? So you're the DJ, the official DJ for Portrait and for Shy. So I don't know that story. Share with us how that happened.
Well, this is kind of a long story, but we got time, right?
We got time, dog. We got time.
Okay. So what had happened was I was a DJ first. And my buddy shows up. He was a bank teller. He shows up at my house. He's like, yo, man, we got to go to the studio and make a demo. And I was like, a demo of what? He's like, yeah, this is like 1989, 1990. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to rap. I was like, you don't rap. And then he was like, you're going to make the beats. I was like, I don't make beats. Like, like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so... I ended up booking some studio time, and I had one of them Newmark mixers that had the mixer, the 4-channel mixer, and then on the very end, it had like a 1 bar sample. So you could loop one bar.
Yeah.
So I played with that, and I had the 2 turntables going, and so I was just creating ideas. I had no idea what I was going to do when I got to the studio because I'd never been to a studio before.
Yeah.
And the engineer there, David Tabachman, bless his heart, man, he just taught me everything. I told him all my ideas. He helped me create all my ideas that I had in my head that I brought in and made this amazing music that I never thought I could make ever in my life.
Nice.
Right. And so anyway, so the reason why we went to the studio is this guy said he was from Delicious Vinyl Records and he wanted a demo. And the guy was never from Delicious Vinyl Records. He was actually an artist on Capitol Records.
Huh.
But he wasn't really an artist. He was like a Milli Vanilli. Because guess who was singing his songs for him? Portrait.
No
Portrait was
way.
singing his songs for him before Portrait came out.
Now, was this when you were still on the East Coast, or
you were already here? Out here in the West Coast.
You were here already. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born on the East Coast, and then at a very young age came out to California.
Got it.
And So we brought this cassette to the studio where this guy was, and Portrait was there too, and they just made fun of the rapper, but they loved my music, and so we just instantly bonded, and we became just like all in one right then and there.
Dope.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
So how many years has it been?
I mean, I met them in 1990.
Ooh.
Yeah, like before here we go again. Before the record came out, before we even started working on the record, because we were working on Suave stuff, and they were a producing team before they were a group. They were a group that was put together, but they were a producing and writing team, and Capitol made them do a record together, and that's how the record came about.
Nice.
Uh,
Crazy, man. Crazy. That's dope. So your Twitch journey, share with us like when did you start? And because you kind of made partner fairly quick, right? Like share us
uh,
your Twitch journey.
Yeah, it was a blessing. I started, everyone started on Facebook or IG
Yeah.
Live or
Yep.
me personally, I started on Facebook, and I have a personal Facebook page. I also have a DJ JayByrd Facebook page, more like on the business end.
Mm,
So I started streaming on my personal page, and that wasn't going well. I was getting cut off really fast.
yeah.
I skipped on over to my business page, and that was starting to go well. I would get 2 hours in, like I was getting some good time.
Yeah.
And eventually they started catching up to it, and somebody was like, "Yo, we're having a Memorial Day weekend pool party. Can you just stream on Twitch for us? I know you don't stream on Twitch, but can you stream on Twitch for this
Yeah.
party?" So that was my
Yes.
actual first stream, with just like kind of like them.
Nice.
So there wasn't really nobody like there. But then on Facebook, I started saying, "Yo, I'm gonna make the switch to Twitch. Like, either come over to Twitch and make an account, or get left behind. But if you like what we're doing, come on over." And
Nice.
June 6th officially was my first like Twitch stream where I was like, "F Facebook, it's Twitch time." And
So
yeah,
June
so
6th of 2020.
June 6th of 2020, yes.
Yep,
I guess,
yep.
yeah, I keep forgetting, like, yeah, when pandemic started, the year
Yeah.
pandemic. So, and we really, like, it was just kind of like a snowball effect. Like, so a few people came over from Facebook, but then I really was on Twitch, like networking and saying hi to everybody and just really putting in the work, where other people were saying, "Oh, you're addicted to Twitch." I was like, "No, I'm networking and trying to build something special."
Yeah.
And so some people didn't understand that, but then and then the Twitch community came together, and by my birthday of 2021, we made partner. Just like you made partner on your birthday. That's
Yeah.
just crazy. Yeah.
Crazy. When's
Yeah.
your birthday, bro?
February 10th.
Dang. So
So,
June. You jumped on June.
June,
And
yeah.
yeah.
Partner by February. And
Partner
then
by
February
February.
17th, actually, partner. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So like during in like June, you immediately started streaming, or you kind of just slowly
I went all in.
got it.
I went all in. I'm streaming
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up with certain, like, instead of just playing random music, I wanted to make sure I came up with themes. So I was playing specific genres on specific nights and being consistent.
Yeah. It's crazy right there. Shout out to DJ Stress, man.
Yeah, Stress, my Sugar Hill brother. Yeah, if I wasn't back in the clubs, I'd still be on Twitch every single night.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Nice. Anybody you would say that contributed to your success in terms of you making partner and getting to that stage?
oh no, it's everybody.
Yeah.
Because like you lived it. So like the Twitch community is so amazing. And what happens is
Yeah.
that they pick a specific DJ they're gonna latch onto, and then we're gonna carry this streamer to the promised land.
Yes.
And then once they carry the streamer to the promised land, then they go on to the next streamer to get them. So that's the great thing about this Twitch community. But the flock is amazing. The flock, like Cecilia and Monica, Teresa, Sister Bird,
Yeah.
people that I talk to all the time about, like, well, what do I got to do to get, because like when you have a bad stream, like when you push for a partner and you have a bad stream, then you need someone to talk to. You do. You really do. And you need somebody to talk to,
Hey,
like to
I
keep you
know, I
posted.
know, I know,
Yes. Right?
I know, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, how important do you think? This, of course, this is a question so many of you and I stress here. Of course, we know because we're in front of the camera, but just so that the rest of the chat fam and the flock ohana can hear it. How important it is, in your perspective and in your opinion, of having really good mods.
Oh, like your channel doesn't survive without really good mods. Like, yeah, if it wasn't for my mods, my channel would not have grown the way it is. I mean, the first thing that when new people come into your stream, and the
Yep.
first thing you hear is like, "Oh my God, I love it here. Everybody is so welcoming and nice." Now they're part of it, and they want to be a part of it even more. So, and that's what the mods are doing. Like they're, I mean, it's not just the mods; it's the whole community in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, but making sure like everybody's welcome and feel right at home, that is so important. And yeah, my without the mods, like my channel doesn't grow.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I remember because I started. So I created my account in August, but I started streaming September. But I wasn't really into it, and really like once I was able to get all my stuff together, um, it wasn't until maybe perhaps in October where I got was able to stream more on a serious note, right? And during that time, I started to watch a whole bunch of people and see how they did their things, and you were one of them. Wait,
Oh
is my
man.
mic staticky again, bro? You know, I
Yeah,
forgot.
you got a little auto tune going. Got a little auto tune.
Okay, so give me a second.
Don
Again,
Payne. Come on, Don Payne.
I know. Give me a second. Give me a second.
All right. All right, D Payne. What's up, Jay Play? Good hanging out with you last night, man. Malik Bryan in the building. What's up, fam? What's up, Jenny? Jenny Leilani, aloha. Right, stress. Yeah, stress. We need some Zap and Roger from D Pain. Yes, Mr. Plow, what's going on? Mashup Mike, man. So many familiar faces here. Good to see y'all for real. Now we got to read lips. Now we got to read lips.
Sorry.
All
Sorry.
right,
Is that
D
better?
Pain. What's up, D Pain? You got a new name, dog. All right, good.
Well, let me buy you a drink. Oh man, I gotta change my cable. I keep forgetting. Sorry. I see the message.
All right.
It's more like D painful. Yeah, but I was you're one of them that I was watching and I was following, and I actually remember you when you made partner. That's when I started to follow your channel and watch you more often. That's when I started following Stress and watching all you cats do what you guys do, and I'm like, hey, there's these are the guys I should be watching and paying attention to because they're the ones that it seems like they're doing it right, and so I remember it was just a little. I think a couple weeks ago, a year ago, you and I were on DJ Twinspin's talk show.
Yes, yes.
That's the first time we actually like formally met virtually. I guess you could
Right.
say, right? And then we, of course, we both shared our stories, and then we officially. When did we officially meet, bro? Was it?
I believe we officially met when I came to Hawaii for your birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was before, but yeah, it wasn't until you came in a year ago, July. We
Yeah.
finally met, man. It's crazy.
And
Never
then
been the
we have all
same,
these,
man.
and now we have all these pictures,
Look at that. And
all these memories.
hasn't been the same, man. But
Right.
again, right? Like you would agree with me. This is what happens with the Twitch community, and it happens so very often with so many other people throughout uh, the Twitch streets. And
Meeting
so,
virtually and then
yes,
taking
sir.
it to real life friendships.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
sir.
Yep.
Right. Friends turn into family.
Absolutely. Ohana for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah, because you made partner in February. I think hey Stress, when did you make partner? Because I know Stress made partner a few months after that, I believe.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah,
actually had lunch with Stress. The first time I ever met Stress, I had lunch with
nice.
him, and we talked about his journey to making partner during that lunch.
There you go. Early May.
Uh,
Stress me. That's crazy, man. Look at, and you just had your 1 year, right? 2 years. No, no, 1 year. 1 year. You just passed Jaybird, right? February. Stress is 1 year's coming up next month. It's crazy. Yeah. February, April, May, and then May, June. 2 months after that, then it was me and then Theo. Like,
yeah.
how
I remember in
crazy is that?
Hawaii, everyone was chanting Theo for partner in
Partner, right?
Hawaii,
Theo for partner. Yeah.
and then everyone made it happen. That was crazy. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Um, what would you say was the success of you becoming partner? And I know you mentioned like just the support from everybody, but what
Well,
else would you say?
I teamed up with two other streamers. So I teamed up with DJ Chris Cut and Nick Styles, and we set up goals for each other, and we said let's help each other get to partner. You know, now one at a time, one at a time. Chris Cut came first, Nick Styles came second,
Correct.
and then I was last, and it was all worth it. And
Yeah.
that helped a lot. It helped a lot teaming up with some serious streamers that were gonna stream consistently. That were gonna, you know what I'm saying, like being consistent is a very important thing if you want to be partner as well and build a channel.
Yeah.
Is you have to set a schedule and stick to it. You know,
Yeah. So stress made a comment and he said, so it wasn't just the power of the shimmy.
it was not the power of the shimmy. No, the shimmy.
Although the shimmy's got a whole bunch of power behind that though, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, including yourself, that have shimmied with me
We have.
all over the
We
world.
have. That's right.
Yeah.
The shimmy felt around the world.
Yes. So the shimmy is worldwide, and yeah, it's amazing. Like and I feel like out of everybody that I shimmy with, I'm the worst one. Everyone shimmies better than me, but
But you're the OG shimmy,
right, I'm
right?
a
So
OG shimmier.
even if they do it, if you feel that they do better than you, they're
Mm.
actually imitating you. So you
Right,
can't imitate the OG.
right.
Well, there you go.
There it is, and there go the shimmy emotes. Yeah.
Shimmied once with Jay. I've never been the same. Right. So speaking of OG and perfection, right? Your shimmy is like the equivalent to Stress's hair.
Wow.
It's perfect. I think we. I think you got cut off. I can't hear you, Jay. Sorry, Jay. Let's try that again. I let me see. See if you can unmute yourself. Styles Cartel Por Vida, how are you? I have you. Oh, okay. I see his. I think you're back on. I can hear you.
What the
There you
flock
go.
was that?
There
What
you
the
go. I
flock
can
just
hear you.
happened?
I don't know. It's just one of those things, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, you were saying. I think we got cut off when I made that comment about Stress's hair.
Oh yeah, I was saying that says a lot about my shimmy.
It is. It
Yeah.
is, man. It is, dog. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Um,
Here's
sh-
my hair. Here's my hair, guys.
well, here's
Yeah.
my hair.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Speaking of hair, it was funny because those of you in the chat, so Jaybird and I are texting back and forth talking about today's show. So he was like, "So what do we talk about on Wednesday?" And I said, "Well, we're gonna discuss and share, why we both have the same hairstylist." So
Yes. And I'd like to big shout out to Gillette. Big shout out to Gillette for always hooking up my head. Yeah.
always, always, always a cut above the rest.
Uh,
Gillette.
do we get sponsorships for that now? Hello? Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Sponsorships, please.
Hello. Let's go, Gillette.
Yeah, yeah.
Gillette us some sponsorship. Come on now.
Yeah,
Um.
I need sponsorship from Gillette, from Ciroc, from Screwball, A few more other things, but yeah, management, get on that, please.
So because of you being on Twitch, how has your experience has been in terms of like uh, real life meetups, being able to meet so many people?
I don't know if there's any words to express, but I mean,
Yeah,
amazing is I have a special guest right here. Do you mind if I bring a special guest on right
bring your
now?
special guest
Because
on,
of just
man.
what you said right now.
Yeah,
Can you come on?
yeah.
Come on over here. Just say hello to Don and everybody. Look who I got in the building.
What the heck? What are you doing there?
I got lost. I don't know what happened.
Holy shit!
Yes, we got Kev Hawaii in the
What's up,
building.
How's it
Kev?
going, Don?
What's up, man? Yo, Kev, what are you up there for work or what's going on,
No,
Kev?
I came for the baseball game actually yesterday, so I was
Oh,
hanging
no
out
way!
with Jay and a few other guys
Nice.
here.
Here's what we should do, man. Hey, Kev,
Yo,
the chat rooms, everyone's shouting, saying "What's up, man?" So go ahead and say some shout outs in the chat room, man. I'm not sure if you can see that, Kev.
wow. Okay, let's see. I gotta catch up to this. I see Lila. I see Sister Bird. I see Karen Midori. I see one of the angels, Ray Miyoshi. Cynthia Fong. Nancy Nakamura. Yes, I ran away. Actually, I caught the plane to the Big Island. It was just the other Big Island.
Nice, the big island.
Yeah, it was the Big Island. It was the wrong Big Island.
Holy crap! So, Kev,
So
you here by yourself, or are you here with the families there, or who you here with?
No,
Who are
I
you
came
there
by
with?
myself. So I came to hang out with all these guys.
Nice. That's
So
dope, man.
I've hung out with Jay, Shibuya, Swift, Juice.
Nice,
Seen
nice.
Juice in the chat room.
Nice.
I don't want to yell like you, Stress. Should I yell?
No, no, stay, dude. Keep that sexy voice, Kev. Keep that sexy ass voice, dog.
I wish it was sexy.
Say the ABCs, Kev. Say the ABCs.
I'm still not gonna be sexy like you.
Oh, brother Kev, good to see you. So,
No, we don't need a shimmy.
but this one, but you know, I am streaming after this, so we are going to be drinking tonight.
that's dope.
Yeah, you might get a Kev shimmy tonight. You
Yeah,
never know.
you never know. You never know what happens. So I
Maybe the Kev
actually,
pass out.
yeah, I actually experienced, right. We even live shimmy at the nest.
Yeah, you
Myself
came in
was with
live
stress
rated me.
and Ice and Heidi.
Yes, you live rated me. That was incredible.
That was funny, man, because I was texting Sesu, and I was like, "Hey, man, we're gonna raid his house for real, like in real life." He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." So like, just kind of just be ready for that. That was cool, man. One of my most favorite memorable moments, man.
That was awesome. Yeah, they kept putting raid in the chat like before you even like got to the door, and I'm like,
Yeah,
who raided me? Like I'm like
yeah.
I was so confused.
That's the best part. Like everybody, like your mods knew except you.
Yeah,
That's
everyone
always the
knew
best
except for
part.
me.
The best part. And we were pounding on your door too, man. We're like, "Open up this damn door," man. It's like, okay, I think he hears us.
No, I looked down at my Ring app and it said that there's someone was at the door.
Nice,
All you had to do was
nice.
ring the bell. You didn't have to pound on the door
Oh
because
yeah. Oh.
yeah, that's like the police pound on the door or something, you know.
So right, so prime example, right? Like with Kev Hawaii, he's here. Like
Right.
people that you would have never met
No.
until you jumped on Twitch, right?
Right. And now most of my best friends are people that I met on Twitch, including yourself.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I mean it's like an endless amount. Like the friends that I had before the pandemic, I don't really talk to them. like like they
Crazy,
just
right?
go on their way. I don't see them at all. I invite them out to my birthday. Nope. But all the Twitch people that just met me, they all come out to my birthday. You know, so it's just crazy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's shout Kevin Rain. We haven't heard him from in a long hot minute, all the
What's
way
up,
out in
Kev?
Florida. What's up? Kevin Rain's busy doing a whole bunch of weddings. He does like 30 weddings a month. That's why you don't hear from him anymore. So, but
But you have a lot of weddings too. Like,
I do, man. I
yeah.
do. It's been crazy. Things have been definitely opening up. Um, and I panicked for a little bit because I got a text message from a bride, and she was like, "We're a month away. Can we meet?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So I went and I looked at the date, and she was like, and I thought I double booked myself, and I realized there were two different dates. So I was like, "It's that really that short span where you just you know in panic mode, and you're like, okay, no, it's not."
Yeah,
Like,
you could always
ooh.
call me if you double book. I'll
If
fly
I
out there.
do, I'll holler at you, man. Seriously, seriously, man. So, Kev, where you staying at, man? Where you guys staying at?
So I'm gonna be staying here for a couple of nights, and then
Nice.
yeah, the past couple nights I've been at Shibuya's house, and then so I'm staying here for a couple nights, and then
Do me a favor. So when you as soon as you walk into JayByrd's house,
uh-huh.
and then you hang a right as you're walking down, right before where his pool table is. Like after I think you pass Dad's, uh, he has Dad's stuff right there. There's a bathroom there. Can you make sure there's toilet paper in there, just in case I pop up?
Okay, I'll go double check that for you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
I didn't know you were coming over again.
Just in case. Just in case, Jay. I might just
Just in
pop up.
case. All
Just
right.
in case. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
know
I
that.
got you. I got you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So for those of you when we did a real life raid into JayByrd's house, of course it was myself, Stress, Icy Ice, and Heidi. And Heidi and Ice were there for just a little bit because they had the boys in the car and then they left. And so me and Stress stayed there. We hung out for his stream for a little bit. Um, and then if you guys know me, man, if I'm at your house for a good amount of time, there is a guarantee 100% I'm gonna bless your bathroom. So I had that urge, and I was like, "Hey, man, I need to use your restroom." He's like, "Yeah, it's right there." And I go in, and there's no toilet paper.
And that's the
So
reason. And that's the reason why. And that's the exact reason why. Because you could have asked. And
I know, I was gonna say like an idiot, I didn't ask.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I literally held that shit in the whole time, and then I jump in Stress's car. And if you guys ever ride with DJ Stress, he drives like 30 miles an hour because he wants the eco, he wants to save the planet in his electric hybrid car. And so we're going 30 miles an hour to his house, and I need to take a dump, and my leg's shaking. And I'm like, man, can we step this up, dog? Because like I gotta go.
Right.
Good
Hey,
times, good times.
I'm just saying, closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? Yo, can I get some toilet paper,
So
man?
true,
I,
so
I
true,
got
man.
you. I got you.
So true, man. So true, so true. Yeah, I should have learned, man. I
Yeah,
should.
nice shirt, by the way. Nice shirt.
Hey, that's
I was gonna wear
that's
your shirt, but I went with Aloha.
nice. No, I love it, man. Isn't it funny though? Like the streams, not even planned.
Right.
The days that we've actually worn each other's shirts, we're rating to each other.
Right. We're putting in an atmosphere. Oh, bring the party on over.
Yeah,
Just put in
yeah,
the atmosphere. I love it.
super crazy, super crazy. Share with me, bro, like some of your memorable moments on Twitch.
Well, my top moment, I think, is quite easily the most memorable for me because it was so emotional. And that was the day that I lost both of my dogs in 2020. Shelly J, aloha. But the first one that I lost, I found lifeless in my backyard.
Oh man,
So it's one thing like to put your dog to sleep and
Sure.
prepare for that. But to see, the one that, give you so much love and you love back just lifeless in the backyard, like it's
For
the
sure.
toughest thing that you could go through probably.
Yeah.
So it was about 5 o'clock. I go on at 8 o'clock, and it was my debut of Yachty by Nature as well. It was my debut for Yachty by Nature. And, it was the vet closed at 6, so I was able to get him to the vet and get him on his way to get cremated, and I got his ashes and all that stuff and paw prints. And so I was getting text messages like, yo, you shouldn't go on tonight. Like, you should deal with your emotions and da-da-da. And I was like, well, wait a minute. There was no place that I would rather deal with this than with the flock. And that was the first time I sang Heart to Heart and all that stuff, and I dedicated it to him. And everyone said there wasn't a dry eye in the chat. There wasn't, saying it was
Yeah,
definitely most memorable for me and most emotional stream. I'll always remember that forever.
that's crazy. Yeah, and I think one of the things that you brought up, which I wanted to touch on, is like as a DJ on Twitch, right? As a
Uh,
streamer,
uh,
many times, like, and maybe perhaps they don't know it, or maybe they do, they just don't see it. Like a lot of times, it's kind of like therapeutic for us, right? Like you're
always.
saying, like you've gone through this challenge, right? I mean, those of you that have or has had pets, they become part of your ohana, right? And then when they pass on, right, it's that empty void, and right, you
Mm.
can choose to, you know, be somewhere alone and be sad and
That doesn't
reflect,
help. That doesn't
uh,
help. Yeah.
or you can
Right.
do what you did,
Right.
jump on with those that are like-minded,
Uh,
that know that if you when you share news such as this, that you already know that they got your back.
oh yeah. And it was amazing. I can't even tell you how amazing it was
Yeah.
just to feel that love. Yeah, that miss you emote that J Play put up is Carmelo, the first dog that I'm talking about. So that miss you emote is Carmelo's face right there. Lorianne has it too. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I have a hey dog emote also, and that's my other dog Jordan's face on that one.
Oh,
Uh,
crazy. So
yeah.
here I guess this is like a spiritual question.
Okay.
um do you believe like there is life after death?
Um, like it's so tough. Like, yes, I do, because
Hmm.
obviously, like I've had experience with spirits.
Mm, yeah.
So obviously, there's something that happens after, or people don't all the way die peacefully. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, I believe so. I believe that your soul might come back,
Yeah.
and you don't remember what the hell happened in your last lives, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And there's so much evidence, I think, that suggests and that shows that there is like life after death. Like there's things that you cannot explain, right? Like physically, right? Scientifically, like how do you explain that when like these things happen and you're like, how did that happen? Like there's
Yeah.
there's no way to explain it,
So let me explain
right?
something. So my dad passed away in
Yeah.
2015, and starting in 2016, my life started changing for the better. Now, not better because he was no longer here with me physically,
Yeah.
but better because there was blessings for me to go out there and get. Now, you're not going to get them just sitting on your couch now,
No. Yeah.
right? So I was going out there and
No.
I was being blessed left and right. I feel like my dad was looking out for me left and right ever since he passed away. So yeah, so I definitely believe that.
Yeah. Definitely. So I 7 members of my family were actually killed in a fire, and this is
Oh
back in
wow,
1998. Right?
wow.
How do you fathom or even find comfort in knowing that, realizing that 7 members, it could have been 9, it could have been my mother and my other brother, but they
Wow.
were the only two that actually escaped the fire. Right? My dad jumps out of the house,
Uh-huh.
realized that the other kids weren't in there. um, and my sister and her husband and her 3 kids, 2 of them were twins, and then one of them was my nephew, who's the oldest. Who's he wasn't the oldest, but it was 3 of them. And my dad realizes that none of them escaped. He came out of the house.
Oh
And
my
the last thing my
goodness.
mother said to my father said to my dad, my mom's name's Elaine. He said, Elaine, the children. And he ran back in, and he never saw him again.
Oh
you
my
know
goodness.
and so when the firefighters, of course, they came, and they took care, did what they had to do, and then the fire inspector had to come in with the coroner, right, the
Right.
medical examiner, to come and actually do the pronouncements of death. uh
Right.
they actually, they normally don't do this, but they actually allowed my mother to go with them, to kind of
Uh
go
huh.
throughout the house,
Oh my
and
goodness.
they were able to find, like, I guess, I mean, like, remnants and like their bodies throughout the house. And my mom wanted, and she did it just more to kind of just identify and say, this is my husband, this is my
Right.
daughter, right? And so my 12-year-old brother, who was in his room, was actually right by the window. But I guess what the fire inspector was saying is, because the smoke, so this happened at midnight, so it's
Okay.
dark, they
Uh huh.
can't see. And
Right.
so they show my brother, my 12-year-old brother, right by the window pane. And because the smoke probably just engulfed everything, he wasn't able to get out. He was right there, but he couldn't
Right.
find the window. So they found his
Damn.
body there. And then my 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 sister and her husband and their son, they actually found them all cuddled together
Right.
in one room.
Wow.
And then my my dad and my two nieces, they're twins, his two granddaughters, it showed them where they showed my dad's 6'3", little over 300 pounds, right?
Okay.
But it showed a body over two little small ones, so he was actually hovering and protecting them. That's
Right.
how he found them, right?
My
And so,
goodness.
like,
Wow.
we talk about death, and we talk about, these things, like, for me, like, I believe that there is something after death,
Right.
um because so many times throughout my life, like, I felt my dad, I felt my family with me, like, I have seven guardian angels that
You do.
have helped
You
me
do.
throughout my entire, like, all this time, everything that I see, and I still talk to mostly my dad, because he comes to me in my dreams. And
Right.
so I see my dad, and I talk story with him. And one of my
Aren't those good days like when you wake
bro
up and you know your dad like came to visit?
bro, it's crazy. One of my most fondest memories
Uh,
of remember seeing my dad is when I graduated from the police academy.
oh
I,
man.
I remember going to bed that night, um and I slept, and I remember my wife Bella was telling me, like, you were just talking in your sleep, you were tossing and turning. But I remember my dad talking to me, and seeing how proud he was of me,
Oh
and
wow.
22 years later, I think the reason why I've survived this long is
Uh,
because my dad watched over me. You know,
right.
I I I've been a part of a few where I didn't shoot, but I was part of the shooting, and I didn't get hurt, uh, because
You
our
have a
guardian
guardian angel.
angels, right?
Yeah.
Just like, and I believe it's the same for our pets, that
Uh,
they pass onto that rainbow bridge, and
uh,
right, and they're there waiting. And I mean, what a reunion it'll be when it's our time, right? Whenever
yeah.
that is, I think whenever that is, and it's going to be a great reunion, and
Hell yeah.
so yeah, yeah. So sorry, I didn't mean
We
to
just
kind
got
of.
hella serious.
I know we did, man.
we
We
just
did, man.
yeah,
Oh,
but hey, that's
jeez.
good. That's good to reflect and let that out and yeah.
For sure, man. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I don't know what triggered and what that came out, but yeah, man. Like your pets. I mean, that's our furry children. They're part of
Absolutely.
our lives. And they mean everything to us. I mean, a whole bunch of people in here. I didn't realize we're on a hype train. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's a cry train.
It's a great train, man. It's a Yeah, man. It's a cry train, man. Thank you, Diana Rivera. Shout out to the DJ X. So I was the DJ X has a group of other DJs. They're streamers, and they do like a mastermind group that they get together every week. I think there's about 20 of them, and so X asked me to be on this Discord discussion, and kind of just share some of my experience and stuff. And so I want to personally thank the DJ X for taking out time and allowing me to impart some of my maybe whatever advice or little advice and wisdom I could share with your group. And like I said, X man, tell your group, man, I love them, and however I can help. And I'm sure whatever they need, if it's something where it merits a whole bunch of other people, I'll call my peeps, my family here, and we'll come over and support you guys too as well, man. So shout out to the DJ, DJ X, man. I appreciate you, brother, so much. Kevin Rain, man, thank you for the 1,000 hearts, Kev. Come on, man. Stress, I saw you with the 5 foot sub. Stress, I just saw that. I appreciate you, Stress. Love you, man. Um, you know,
It's love. So much
that's
love. Let's
so
go.
much love, man.
Yeah.
So much love. So I mean, I know you talked about your dogs, right?
Whoa,
Them
whoa,
passing
whoa,
what's going on?
whoa.
Did I miss something? I was scrolling up, man. Oh,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
yo X? What the fuck, man? Come on, dog. Come on,
Shout
man.
out to DJ X, man.
DJ
Yeah,
X,
for real.
man, with that
Yeah.
25 foot, bro. Wow, man.
That's love, dog. That's love,
I
man.
know, man. I know. I appreciate that, man. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You know,
Appreciate
you
that,
show
bro.
so much love to everybody.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
you can't just give. You have to receive too, dog.
Yeah, I
So,
know, bro. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So Jay, man, aside from like right your dogs passing and stuff, any other memories that kind of stand out for you on Twitch,
Yeah,
or
my
maybe like
birthday.
yeah,
My birthday. Like my first birthday, um, where I had already had the application, for partner and stuff like that. But just like I remember Asta Zamora and Gita Aloha, they
yeah,
got together with like all these streamers, and they're like, "Yo, it's JayByrd's birthday. Can you guys rate into him for his birthday stream?" And like I had people rating me for the first time, like big time streamers, and first time bringing their party into my channel, and it was just so amazing. It was like the best birthday, one of the best birthdays I ever had, and it was virtual. Like I was standing here by myself, but I was with like hundreds of people, and it was so good. Yeah, it was so dope.
I can tell you one of my memorable moments. I can tell you on Twitch was having you right here, man, in the studio.
Oh wow.
So I had my setup here, and then I have a rain one set up that I actually set up off camera,
Right.
and where I'm kind of just accompanying you. And it was funny because every time when you take a shot, you would drop Chris Cut's purr, 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 pur, purr, audio. Thank you. And then I would accompany it with the same drop because I had it. It was hilarious, and just watching you drank like almost the entire bottle, bro. That
Yeah.
stream, that was dope.
Twitch has brought up my tolerance for alcohol. Yeah.
Surprised you're not sponsored yet, bro.
I should be. I know. Like, what the hell is going on?
You should, man.
But yeah, but also, like there's so many memorable moments. The live raid when you guys came and shocked the hell out of me.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is so many. There's so many moments, and
Yeah.
it continues. It is nonstop. Something happens every time. Filipino, what up, DJ Filipino?
DJ Filipino's in the house. No, so now that as a partner, being a partner for a little over a year on Twitch,
Uh,
what would your advice be for someone who perhaps is considering or just about to pull the trigger on pushing for partner? What would your advice be for that person?
well, first and foremost is stick to your schedule. So like pop-ups surprise people. So sometimes you have good pop-up streams, sometimes you don't. So sometimes those pop-up streams will hurt your numbers. So stick to a schedule, be consistent, and of course, when you're not actually streaming, spend time on Twitch. Spend time in other streamers' chat rooms and make yourself known, and say hello to people that maybe you never said hi to before, and stuff like that, because all that's important.
Yeah.
As far as building. And
You
then
know,
also, it's going to take, like, and let people know, like, this is what I'm doing. Like, right now, the streamer that is pushing for partner is D1 Drew, and we all know it. Remember when Curse was pushing for partner? He was the last one,
Yes.
and we all knew it. So, like, Ice is going to raid, you're going to raid. If I'm on at that time, I'm going to raid, And if I'm not, even if I'm not on Twitch, I'm going to put my computer on his channel just so he has my view.
Yeah, I do that
Stuff
too.
like that.
I do that too. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I may not say anything or I'll just jump in and then just leave it on or just quick in like, hey, I'm working. Love you
Right.
guys, but I'm here to support you and I just leave it. Just
Right.
so they can
Exactly.
get that view, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, I when I had the A team on Wisdom Wednesday, I asked that question to them and I loved what Stress said because Stress said, hey, look, the reality is not everybody that pushes for partner doesn't make partner,
Right.
right?
That's the
But
reality.
that's the reality, right? And again, such is life. That's just
Right.
how life is. But at the same time, I remember talking in DJ X's group chat on Discord, and I said, look, for me, the check mark's a responsibility. It's a responsibility to be there to help, to inspire, to be the example for those that are that want to push, to say, hey, I want to get to that and I want it to look something similar to that. If that's what I aspire to be, then I can be that example. It also gives, I feel like it's a responsibility for me as a Twitch partner to help those that deserving to need the help.
Right.
What's your thoughts, Jay?
Oh, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Like with the check mark comes responsibility,
Yeah.
and not just about helping other people too, but it's the way you act in people's chat. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be off the rails. Like
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you're
um,
right, bro.
yeah, but yeah, like I always like whenever I see someone pushing for partner, like I do whatever I can to help.
Yeah.
I remember Diana Lynn, what's going on? I remember like I said earlier, the first time I ever met Stress is me and Stress went out to lunch,
Yeah.
and Stress brought me my jetpack. It's my second jetpack bag, and in there he had a bottle of apple Ciroc inside the bottle,
But
inside
of
the bag for
course.
me.
But of
Um,
course.
and we had lunch, and we discussed like what I did, like how to get to where I was growing, how I was growing, and what advice that so whatever I could do to help him, because I wanted to make sure like his journey went well too. And I do that with anybody, like that's fam like that. And so like anytime I seen Stress on, because I used to at that time the clubs weren't open, so I was on every night. So
Yeah.
Stress's schedule
Yeah.
would be he would be streaming the same time. So I'd be like, all right, let's cut the stream. Let's bring it on over to Stress. Let's make sure we give him that push. So it's just stuff like that. As far as being a partner, yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't have to help every single person that wants help, right? Because
Yep. Yep.
there are people that you get along with and talk to and have a relationship with, and then there's people that just oh, just want your help. So you
Yeah.
got to distinguish the two. Someone that's never been in your chat. Oh,
Yes.
can you raid me or whatever? Like, no, like, come in and be part of what we're doing. And then I remember one guy while I was streaming, comes in the chat and says that he was streaming right now to come check him out. Well, we banned him, so he'll never be able to say anything in my chat ever again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like, come on, like build a relationship with people and make us want to help you.
Yeah, and it's funny you said that because I was just gonna ask, like, what would be the like do not do, right?
Right.
When you're on Twitch, and it's one of those things. Um, and I actually shared it with the DJ X and his group. I was just gonna say that it's probably that same guy because I was streaming, and this was a couple weeks ago, Jay. I
Uh-huh.
was streaming, and this guy came in. Of course, you get the notification first time here in the chat room, so of course you shout him out like, "Hey, shout out to so and so! Hey, hello,
Yeah.
welcome. Where you listening from? Where you from?"
Right.
And immediately he goes, "Well, hey, I'm new or whatever he said," but he actually starts to put his schedule out.
Right.
Come and follow me, and I stream on these days. And so I actually stopped my stream, and I'm like, hey man, yeah, you don't do that here. That's not how you do things. And he kept doing it, and so we banned him. It's
Oh
like,
wow.
yeah, you don't do that. That's just not how you do things, right?
Probably not the same guy. I have had
No.
people do that
Okay.
because the guy that did it was actually streaming while he did it. So he
Oh,
was currently streaming and
oh,
was like, yo, come
interesting.
check me out, like right now.
Interesting.
Like, yo, leave Leave DJ JayByrd. He's an ass. Like, come check me out.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That is crazy, right? That
yeah.
is crazy.
I
And
mean,
but
sometimes, huh?
like with anything, right? You'll have a group like that,
Well, I was just gonna say,
right?
sometimes common sense is not that common, right?
It never is.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, don't go in people's streams and ask for follows. Like, let it come naturally by building relationships. Don't, like I see it a lot, and sometimes people just don't. They don't know any better, I guess, because they don't know the Twitch etiquette. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but I've never asked anybody for a raid. Like,
Yeah.
if you've never been in, like, let's just say you've never been in DJ Miss Ninja's chat
Channel.
ever
Yeah.
in her existence,
Right.
and then you message her, "Oh, I see you're on. Can you rate me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to make affiliate." Like,
Yeah.
that's not going to get you a raid.
No.
What's going to get you a raid is going into her channel and building a relationship and saying hi, and
Yeah.
maybe throw a bit or two. You don't necessarily always have to spend money, but just build a relationship and be known there.
Yeah. And so I've often talked about this when things like that happen, and unfortunately there are people like that in the world, and maybe perhaps to give them the benefit of the doubt. What you don't know, you don't know,
Right,
right? But now that you've been educated, now you know. Now what, right?
right,
But it's good though to have that, because now you can see, like, okay, now I know not what to do, right? So I'm not
right,
going to follow this cat because what he's doing. And if that specific person is like, holy crap, I didn't realize that's not how you do it. I thought you just go in and you kind of just share, hey, come help, follow me. But now I know that. Okay, I've been educated, I learned, I move on, and hopefully that's kind of how they take it. But
right.
but like, as in life, right? you know
Hey, you don't succeed until you fail a few times, right?
Well, yeah, and that's what I was sharing with DJ X and his group, right? There's,
Okay.
like, how would you know joy without sorrow? How do you know
Right,
how happiness? Right? I mean, right? How do you win without losing?
right,
So the two balances out each other, but you need them. You have to have both of them, because you have to, you experience both of them, so you know what it feels like. And even when you lose, sometimes you win, right?
absolutely,
Because and I've said this many times in my Wisdom Wednesdays, like, in everything that you do, in every situation that you go through, in every decision that you make, there is a lesson and there is a blessing behind it. The moment
absolutely,
you identify the difference between the two and you recognize it, and you become self-aware, right, and not putting any emotion behind it, especially if it's one of those challenging one, you find out what the lesson is. There lies in the miracles, when you can
right.
see what the lesson is behind that and learn from it and then move forward from it, right?
No,
So
absolutely. I mean, like,
yeah, yeah,
I've gotten knocked down like a million times. But instead of getting knocked down and staying down and just sulking about it, I get up, dust myself off, saw what just happened, and then I never let that happen again the same way. You know. And
yeah,
that's how you win.
yeah. So look, Rap 50 brings up a really, really good question. So I'm gonna get your thoughts on it, right? He's saying, how do you deal, like a channel raid and mod? You just meet, ask you to stream on their channel. I'm assuming he's asking for like some help. Like, what would your advice be?
So let me get this straight. So you're trying to do like a raid, but like on that person's channel? Like I'm not really sure I
Yeah,
understand.
Rap 50, if you could kind of give us some clarification on that. And while he's typing, I want to acknowledge DJ Nick Sky and DJ Elusive. I think they were also part of DJ X's crew that I spoke with earlier this evening for them.
Dope.
Shout out to you guys. Aloha, welcome. I appreciate your support. You know that I got your back. You guys know that. You let me know how I can support you guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys so much. Mahalo. So shout out to Nick Sky and DJ Elusive. Mahalo for being here.
Yeah, love from Don is real love, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So we'll wait for him to, I guess, to rephrase his question. I hope Rat 50 was able to do that. Um, And so I wait. Let me share something with you guys really quick. I want to. So we talk about the pains and the struggles, right? So there's two clips that I'm gonna play. You guys, some of you have already seen this, but I want to share this with you guys. And so
Okay, word.
here's the first clip. Check this out.
Sometimes in life when everything's going great for you and you don't know good from bad, you need to experience a little rain sometimes so you can enjoy the sunshine again. And now I'm happy for the small things in life.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And then watch this. Check this out. This one's pretty dope.
I wish I had known that this too shall pass. You feel bad right now? You feel pissed off? You feel angry? This too shall pass. You feel great? You feel like you know all the answers? You feel like that everybody finally gets you, and there you are. This too shall pass. Ooh, good. Time is your ally, and if nothing else, just wait.
Sorry, one more. Let me share one more. Check this out.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
F yeah. F yeah.
Dope on a rope, man.
Man.
Dope on a rope, man. Right there.
And that's exactly how I live. Like all the three of those. But
Yeah.
the thing about the middle one is like, that's about like, dealing with emotions while stuff is bad and while stuff is good. And we're human beings, we're emotional. So when things are bad, we're going to act accordingly to how we act. And when things are good, it'll probably be a little more joy because things were bad before. But again, it's a roller coaster.
We're getting rated right now from our brother DJ Pharaoh's TV out in Brazil. Yo.
Raid! Vamos!
Debbie, Paul Oliver DJ, welcome. Carmen Julia, welcome to you. Aloha, you guys. Shout out to DJ Pharaoh's TV. Brother, obrigado. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Happy Aloha Wisdom Wednesday. DJ Don Famuina with me today is the one and only DJ JayByrd from New York via LA. Or is it LA via New York?
There you go.
There you go. Sorry, man. I hear it all the time. Sorry, public school. That's my excuse every single time, right? DJ JayByrd is also the official DJ for Portrait and Shy. So that's how dope this guy is right here, man. Yo, DJ Little Fever, the DJ with the dopest beard on Twitch on the planet right here, man. Make sure you're following DJ Little Fever. This guy, and very knowledgeable, great DJ, great streamer. Love what he does. Make sure you follow these cats. Follow all these guys. DJ Elusive, follow him. DJ Nick Sky, follow him. DJ X, follow him. Of course, Stressy, follow Stress too as well. And of course, our brother, the Flock Ohana, DJ JayByrd. So Jay, so maybe you can impart some advices, some wisdom, maybe some of these guys, because here's my experience through Twitch of what I've seen too. Whether they're a mod or just a viewer, they decide to, you know what? I'd like to take that leap of faith and actually jump out and maybe jump in front of the camera and start playing some music too as well. What would your advice be for these people?
I'm going to just be like Nike. Just do it. Be like Nike and just do it. Like, everything is going to be trial and error. So our streams did not start out the way that they are right now. Not saying that our streams are the greatest anyway, but I'm just saying, like, we had to go through a process to get to where we are now. So you're going to have to go through a process to get to where you're going to be. So you just have to start and do it. And it doesn't matter how many people are in your chat when you first start. It doesn't matter at all, because what you're doing is you're practicing, you're growing. You know what I'm saying? You're figuring things out as far as what kind of music you want to play, how you want your camera to look, how you want your overlay to look. And you're going to continue to tinker and tinker. So you just have to do it. Stop making excuses, right? You can't make it, just stop making excuses and just do it.
Yep. What's his name? Steve Harvey has a clip where he says, jump. make that jump. So let me share it. So how many of you have ever like whether you're in a pool, like how you walk up that, the different diving boards, and your first time where you're on top of that diving board and you're looking at the water and like you're standing there and you're like, man, this is this is such a different perspective from the ground up as opposed to from the sky down. And like
Right.
you sit there and you're deciding, do I jump? Like, do I want to do this? Right. And meanwhile, your friends on the bottom are like, jump, fool, take that jump. It's the same concept, right?
Exactly.
You'll be nervous. It's the unknown. You don't know what's gonna happen. You're afraid, like, well, and the moment you jump and you hit the water and you come up, you're like, oh, that wasn't that too bad. It wasn't too bad, right?
Right.
And then you go back up again, and then it gets easier and easier and easier because now it becomes experience,
Right.
right? And so you get to a certain point where you're jumping, and then you realize, okay, I'm cool with it, right? And that's what we call your comfort zone until
Right.
you step up to the next level of that ladder. And now it's a little bit higher, right? And then now you're in a different comfort and you're in a different level. You're like, can I even do this? Because it's much higher than what I see here,
Right.
right? And I think it's just a matter of perspective, right?
Absolutely.
But I love what you said because jump, right?
Jump.
Take that leap of faith.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, do it. Take that jump. Shout out to DJ Stress again for that 5-piece dress. I appreciate it. I think Diana Lynn Rivera did dropped a 5-piece too as well. Diana Lynn, all the way from Florida. She actually streams. She just made affiliate several weeks ago. So let's congratulate Diana Lynn Rivera.
Congrats, Diana Lynn.
Appreciate you, sister. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see Paul Oliver DJ came in with DJ Pharaoh's TV. Of course, uh, jumping is hard. I got bad knees. Little Fever, me too, dog. Me too. But we gotta protect that beard, though. Little Fever.
Yeah,
We must
well, Little
protect that
Fever-
beard.
Little Fever jumped and he's doing well.
Oh, he's doing dope, man.
Yeah.
He's doing dope. But he actually brought up a really, really good question to me, and I honestly I couldn't answer it because I'm not very well versed in that. But he was talking about like how do we get more people, followers or viewers, even like on the social media side, to kind of come in and experience to see what you do on Twitch. What
Right,
would
and
what would your
it's
advice
hard.
be? It is, right?
Yeah, because people are like, oh, another app, another password. Like, oh, I'm not into social media. Like, so they think like Twitch is social media. So the first thing you got to do is explain Twitch is not social media.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Twitch is not social media. It's a streaming app. And, you get to listen to music or you get to watch people cook or you get to watch people game or you get to watch people exercise, whatever you want to do. And then there's a chat where you actually get to meet people. And if you're, you know what I'm saying? And so it's again, is the whole jump thing.
yeah,
It's the whole jump thing for the viewer too. That doesn't have a Twitch account.
yeah,
And it's like I tell people all the time, I was like, come on, you're going to see me act a fool. Well, no matter what it is, like, oh, you want to see me drink a bottle? or you want to see me dance, or you want to see me shimmy? Or you just want to see, like, what I like. Because I DJ at strip clubs, too, which is different than DJing right here.
where they
It's
shimmy
different than-
they shimmy different body parts.
Yeah, they shimmy different body parts, but also, like, you're not mixing at a strip
Yeah.
club, right?
Yeah, yes, for sure.
You're
Yeah.
talking on the microphone more than about the mix. So you're like, yo, I could really get down on the turntables. Come check me out, on
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Twitch. So there's just different ways to phrase it depending on the individual person you're talking to. But make sure you tell them it's not social media because that's the thing that
It's-
it seems to
yeah.
get everybody.
Yeah, that's always yeah, and that it's such a challenge, especially when you put things out. And my experience has been a lot more for like Facebook, where
Right.
you're trying to get that audience over and make that switch to Twitch, and they just don't get it. Right, and it's exactly what you said. I think they have the mindset thinking that it's another social media platform. Well,
Right.
it kind of is, but it isn't. It isn't in terms of like like not dramatic like how you see on like what you see on Instagram, what you see on Facebook, right? Whereas this community that we've built, all of us, and when I mean community, I mean all the streamers, all the mods, all the viewers.
Right.
We've created this community. It wasn't just us, right?
No
Because
doubt.
without you guys, we'd be playing to each other,
Exactly.
and that can be boring.
Right. Be like, oh, shout out to Don, my only viewer.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, what up, JayByrd? What are you doing today? And then you're like,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
When
Hey,
you
man.
going on, dog? I'm gonna make sure I'm there, man.
I'm going right after you, man.
Okay.
Right? Right? Like, yeah. But I think collectively, as a group, we've created this community, which is why it's so different, which is why so many of us come back, even with all the IRL things that are happening. We come like weddings are popping up left and right from me, but I'll always come back to Twitch. Why?
Right.
Because here's where my community is. In a time where I needed people and they needed us, we were there for each other, which is why
Right.
I always come back.
Can't
Right.
leave our I can't leave the flock hanging. There's no
That's
way.
right. You're right. You're like,
Yeah.
what the flock, right?
Right.
You can't leave the flock behind. You can't leave the ohana behind. This is where it is, right?
Right.
So, beat my Shelly's like, whoa, we love you, Shelly. Shelly's
Whoa,
in
whoa,
is in
whoa,
the
whoa,
house.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Billipino out in the Bay Area. What up, Billipino? I met him too. Speaking of meeting people in real life, I met Billipino, his lovely wife, his two children. We had like lunch right down the street from where I live.
Oh, really?
So many people, yeah. So, and
I
this
met
was
Bill-
even
I met
before the
Filipino too.
over at the Oakland meetup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like again, so many people, so many opportunities to hang out and just being able to meet great people together. I appreciate you guys. Before I lose my train of thought, we were talking about giving advice to brand new streamers, those that want to jump on and start streaming for the very first time. I see this in some of the other channels that smaller in terms of like they have a smaller viewership. I think
Right.
I've seen this a few of them that maybe have less than 10 and during their whole stream, which is cool because you're out there grinding and that's awesome. Keep it up. Here's my advice because this is what I see for some of them. They start their stream and they have a countdown timer, like a 5-minute countdown timer. So I don't have one because it's a choice of preference. But as a brand new Twitch streamer, and even if you've been on Twitch for a long time and you have a small channel, and if the idea is to grow, take that countdown timer off. This moment you start live, get on and start playing.
Right.
Because if I jump on your channel and I see a countdown timer, I leave. I don't come back.
Right.
Right?
I have never counted down on my channel ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. It's just that's again personal preference. Some
Right.
DJs do, which is awesome. Like if you're established, hey, by all means, do your thing. But I think for somebody that's brand new, and if the idea again is to grow your channel, then take off that damn countdown timer because that 5 minutes, even that 2 minutes, could mean a world of a difference. You don't know who
Absolutely.
jumps in those minutes, and that's you're like, oh, this guy's a countdown timer, but there's 3 people and 2 of them are bots. Yeah, I'm out.
Right.
I'm not going to sit there wait 5 minutes for you to jump on. I'm not going to wait. Yeah, right. But I
Absolutely.
get well, X. It's different though, X, because you're established. That's not what I'm saying, right, X? Because you're established. You have some of these guys that are brand new, but they do a countdown timer, and I just don't get it. Personally, for me, again, personally for me,
X,
X, whatever.
X is feeling some kind of way, man.
X, we love you, man. I ain't even talking about you, X, man. That's not what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, well, ads are different because you can't control that, right? And the only reason why they have ads is because you're not subscribed to their channel. By the way, streamers, if you're on, change your settings because there are some of you I subscribe to and your ads pop up anyway. So
Oh,
turn that
wow.
off. Turn that off so I don't have to watch your ads.
They're trying to
Well-
get that ad money. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I understand. But I'm there
Yeah.
to see you, man. I'm there to see you.
I have had it. I try to turn off everything. Like I would,
Yeah.
even if you weren't subscribed, I wouldn't want you to watch ads.
Yeah. Same here, man. X, we love you, bro. You already know that,
yeah.
bro.
No
Even
doubt,
X. X was here in Hawaii with his family, and we went to Zippy's. I took them out to
Nice.
Zippy's, him and his children, man.
That's a
So
must stop if you go to Hawaii, guys.
right, next stop,
Yeah.
Zippy's, man.
Guess where I took Kev today. If
Where'd
you
you
know
go?
me, if you know me and know places that I eat, then you'll know. There are people in the chat that will know. Guess where I took Kev to eat today? Chat.
Where did Tommy's? No,
Who
we
put
went
that
to
in?
AB. Z Just Boy.
He's right.
Yeah,
See, Justy Boy,
nice.
yeah. Tommy's, Sister Bird
Yeah,
Tommy's, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
Nice.
he said El
Nice.
Torito. I'm like, what the atmospheric? Oh my God.
So AJB 411, her husband is Alda Kine. So they were here in Hawaii. They actually called me to meet them up for lunch. So we went to Liliha Bakery and we had lunch. And I think lunch was Tuesday, right, Abby? And then I made partner Thursday. So I always say that Abby and Al was my good luck charm. Right.
Oh, nice.
So
I just met them in San Diego.
nice. Great people.
Like,
Good peeps.
yeah.
Good peeps, man.
This is so funny. Like every time you say, "Oh, I met this person," I'm like, "Yo, I met this person too."
Again, that's what I'm talking about though. That's the
Yeah.
community, which is why it's so different from these other platforms, is
Right.
because of the community that all of us have built. All of you are equally responsible because of of the community that we built. So props to all of us for creating that, right? Whereas
Absolutely.
the other social media platform where there's so much negativity, not to say that there isn't any here, because there is. Again, how do you cannot have good without the bad, but there's more positivity as opposed to the negativity here on Twitch. I've experienced way more positive things on Twitch as opposed to what you see on the other platforms, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now
um
this is awesome. I love
this
Twitch.
is dope,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, I love Twitch too, man. I love Twitch, man. So DJ X, I'll give you the recipe to make that musubi. It's not that hard. There's actually a little box thing that on how do you make the spam musubi. I can ship that to you too as well. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So
Man.
Jay, I know we're coming close. You're gonna jump on in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
My last question to you, bro. Any words of wisdom, favorite quotes, advice to live by that you can share and impart with the rest of the chat, Ohana?
Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite quotes, I'm just going to go ahead and say, is life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. And, say I'm out there every day trying to whether it's you travel or you pick up a hobby or whatever it is, saying you're creating, your journey.
Yeah.
Don't wait around you're never gonna find yourself.
Yeah.
So,
I love it, man. I love it. So I'm not sure, bro, if you saw, I started to bring Wisdom Wednesday back. I was out at Ala Beach Park where we streamed last year, right? So
Oh,
I
yeah.
took a walk around the park, and I was like, man, I need to start bringing Wisdom Wednesday back. So I actually shared a quote on I think on Facebook. I didn't put it on Instagram yet. I'll put it on after tonight's show. But I wanted to share this quote, and then and see how the chat room will respond to this. And the quote is this: when you're in a dark place, you sometimes tend to think you've been buried. Perhaps you've been planted. So bloom.
so dope. That is so dope.
It's a matter of perspective.
Right.
It really is.
Right.
Yeah. Right. We hear that many times, right, bro? Like when we hear people's stories, like, man, yeah, man, that person buried me. Like, well, maybe if you kind of flip the script and look at it in a different perspective, perhaps it's just you being planted. This is your opportunity to bloom.
Opportunity to bloom. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. When you're in a dark place, you sometimes tend to think you've been buried. Perhaps you've been planted. Bloom. Yeah.
Time to bloom. Yes.
Time to bloom, man. Bloom.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because also, it's hard as a human being because right, you're only a human being. So when you're in a dark place, you're feeling
Of course.
it, right?
Of course.
So, but you gotta rise above, and you gotta be a strong mental person to be a human being.
Yeah.
You have to be strong mentally to be a human being, like, because you have to go through stuff. There's no choices. You have to go through stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone is in a dark place at some point in their life.
Yes.
Everybody, 100%.
Again, how do you experience joy if you don't have sorrow?
Right.
So there must be needs opposition in all things. So you're gonna have those, right? And we talk
Right.
about, especially when you have those challenges, find the lesson and then find the blessing.
Right.
And when you can identify the two and see it and put no emotions behind it, there lies the miracle.
Right. And
Therein lies the
bloom.
miracle. And then
And
bloom,
bloom.
bloom, motherfucker, bloom. Yeah. Yes. But like with anything, right? Sometimes we don't see it when we're in our stuff and we're going through these things.
Right.
Totally understandable. Totally
Right.
understandable. Because none of us are immune to hurt. We're all
Right.
going to get hurt at some point in time, right? But again, at the same time, the only time you get hurt is if you allow it to hurt you.
Right.
That's the difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Super crazy.
I'm reading Nick Ski's quote there.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Again, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Nick. Right. Again, find the lesson and the blessing. That's really what it
Right.
is. Right. Find the lesson and the blessing between the two. Yeah. Crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I see you, X. Okay, so I'm gonna share this. DJ X. It's kind of a long one. A farmer and his son had a beloved horse who helped the family earn a living. One day, the horse ran away, and their neighbors exclaimed, "Your horse ran away. What terrible luck." The farmer replied, "Maybe so, maybe not." A few days later, the horse returned home, leading a few wild horses back to the farm as well. The neighbors shouted out, "Your horse has returned and brought several horses home with him. What great luck." The farmer replied, "Maybe so, maybe not." Later that week, the farmer's son was trying to break one of the horses, and she threw him to the ground, breaking his leg. The neighbors cried, "Your son broke his leg. What a terrible luck." The farmer replied, "Maybe so, maybe not." A few weeks later, soldiers from the National Army marched through the town, recruiting all the boys for the army. They did not take the farmer's son because he had broken his leg. The neighbors shouted, "Your boy is spared. What tremendous luck." To which the farmer replied, "Maybe so, maybe not. We shall see."
Right.
It's all a matter of perspective. I
Right.
love that. It really is. It comes down to a matter of perspective, right? How do you want to grow your channel on Twitch? It depends. How do you want to grow your channel on Twitch? It's totally up to
Right.
you, right?
Right.
The way
Awesome.
you do anything is the way you do everything. We're dropping bombs today, Jay. We're
Yeah, I
dropping
guess
bombs
it's
today,
it's
Jay.
Wisdom Wednesday for
It,
real.
it is
Okay.
for a reason, right?
Yeah.
It is for a reason, man.
Yeah.
Um,
But I like that you're sharing this stuff. Because people need to hear that.
yeah.
People go through stuff, so people need to hear
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And we all go through our own stuff, man. We all
Yeah.
do. Here's the most awesome part. You have a community that you can reach out to, and will be there to support you, right? And I think, who was it? It was one of DJ X's peeps in the Discord chat that we had today. I can't remember. I'm not sure if it was controversial. Said that, some of our family members are our worst critics. They're not going to be your biggest fans.
Absolutely.
And our Twitch family will be, though, right?
Mm.
And so all I'm saying is this, Chad Ohana, you have a community out there. If you reach out to them, they will be there to listen to you. You just gotta ask, right?
Right.
What did you say, Jay, about me not asking about toilet paper?
Right. Closed mouths don't get fed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Closed mouths don't get their asses wiped. So
Closed
I had
mouths
to
don't get
go.
toilet paper. Yeah.
Man, I love you, bro. Thank you so much for being
Love,
here,
brother.
being part of my Wisdom Wednesday. I'm gonna see you in a few months. I can't wait.
Yes, July,
Um,
we're back. Yes.
July, and so just to let the rest of you guys know, it's an open invitation to all of you. July 7th to 11th is a Hawaii Twitch meetup. Um, let's share who's gonna be there, Jay. Aside from
And
JayByrd, who's coming
and
down? Yes, go ahead.
and it's a celebration also because
It
it's
is.
Don's birthday, along with a few other birthdays as well.
Yes, a whole bunch of different July birthdays. So we're celebrating a whole bunch of July birthdays. Speaking of July birthday, she just popped in. Heidi Ice, the Ice Queen herself. So it's
Heidi
her
Ice
birthday.
and the Icettes will be there.
It's Icy Ice, Heidi Ice, and the Ice Chips. They're all gonna be there.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
they're coming down. DJ Icy Ice is coming down. DJ E-Man's coming down. DJ
Yes.
JayByrd's gonna be there with a bunch of his mods too as well. I think Gene Hove's gonna be there. DJ Stress is gonna be there. Who else is coming down? There's I know
Well,
I'm missing a whole bunch. Michael Motion, all from Indiana, he's
Michael
coming
Moss will
down,
be there.
so
Yeah.
he'll be there too as well. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
got you, man.
M Swift is coming back out, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, M Swift coming back. Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
There's some
Yeah.
people that I'm not allowed to say. That,
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Yeah.
I can't share. There's some
Right.
people that's coming, but I can't share with you until you see. Yeah. There you go. Nick Ski, come down, bro. DJ Nick, come down. Hawaii, man. July 7th to 11th. We'll all celebrate together. I've got a whole bunch of things that we're going to do together as one Twitch fam. Right? Lila's coming down. Nancy Nakamura will be coming down. DJ Stress, he's coming down and he ain't effing leaving. Right?
I have
Please.
one question.
Speak.
One
brother.
question.
Yes, sir.
May I DJ for more than 2 songs?
Bro, you will be the opening and the closing. How's that?
Who's coming on though after me? They'll be like, okay, that's enough. That's enough, JayByrd. Let me get on.
Hey, JayByrd, come on. Hey, man, we're shutting down. 'Cause we got like 2 more songs left. We're shutting that, right? Shelly's birthday. Shelly's birthday.
Shelly's birthday. Okay, so that is something that I did, but I didn't do.
Okay.
So what happened was Ice's set started late. I was out going after Icy Ice.
Yeah.
And Ice's set started late, and I wanted to make sure Icy Ice got his full set in because
sure,
I felt like
yeah.
that was the important thing to happen.
Yeah.
So then I got on late, and then we had to do like those stupid CDJ things where you have to line up the
Yes.
CDJ with a computer. Like I hate
Yep,
that
yep.
shit. Like
Yeah.
so
yeah.
Gene Hove had to try and do that for me. So by that time I ended up getting 3 songs in. I got 3 songs in. So I beat the 2 from Ram Yoshi's wedding, and I got 3 songs in. So I'm moving on up.
You move, bro. Progression. That's all you can do, man. It's progression.
Right, yeah,
Look
progression,
at
yes.
look at Stress, man. 1 song to open, 1 song to close. Look at Chris Fader, man. Closed mouths don't get more than 2 songs. Yo, Chris,
That's true,
What
right?
out,
That's true.
Chris?
Oh my God.
That's dope. I love that. That's freaking
Oh
dope.
my God.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
You guys are awesome.
Man, love you, bro. Hey,
Love
log
you.
off, jump on. We'll raid on to your stream, bro. So
Right
why
on,
don't you
brother.
do that, man? I love you, bro. We'll
Love you,
see
fam.
you in literally in a few minutes. We're
right.
raiding to your channel. We'll continue this party over to your side, and we'll just hang out and just vibe with you. So go ahead and log off. I'll see you in a few minutes. I love you, Jay.
Love you,
Seriously,
fam.
man. I love
Love
you,
you,
brother.
brother. Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, brother. Seriously.
All right,
Thank
brother.
you, man. All right. Aloha. Peace. Once again, shout out to the one and only, our brother DJ JayByrd, the Flock Ohana. Thank you so much. Once JayByrd gets on, mods, if you guys can do me a favor, start the raid, and then we can jump in and we can support JayByrd just like that. So again, DJ Nick. Nick, DJ Elusive. Who else was in here with the group? I didn't get a chance to share this with you guys, but let's give me a list of all those that were on a Discord today, and let me put a list together and let me get you guys on Wisdom Wednesday. Nick, if you're cool with that, let me know. Elusive, if you're cool with that. Little Fever, if you're cool with that, let me know. EJ, again, let all the peeps know, and then we'll schedule a whole bunch of you guys out, and we'll get you on Wisdom Wednesday, man. Let me support you guys. Thank you, X. Yeah, let's do it, bro. We'll have a conversation, and we'll get we'll get them out there. Shout out to the queen of the Miami Beats, our sister BB Joy is in the house. She's out in Florida. I actually got a chance to have dinner with BB Joy and her family back in, I want to say, in November. Went down to Miami. I was in Fort Lauderdale for a conference, but then I drove down to Miami to watch the football game and then have dinner with BB Joy and her Ohana. Yeah, Nick, sounds good, man. And so make sure you're following our sister BB Joy, Diana Lynn Rivera. She's from Florida too. So make sure you're following her as well. Again, Chat Ohana, I appreciate you guys. Mahalo so much for being here, supporting JayByrd, supporting this channel. Again, the whole premise behind Wisdom Wednesday really was to get you in the middle of the week. It's the hump day, right? And then maybe if we can give you something just to inspire you, to help you move just a little forward, to get you over it so that you can get to Friday, then I've done my job. I also want to shout out my beautiful and my awesome mods here, Lila, Nancy, Princess, Michelle. I think Mashup Mike was here earlier. Thank you, mods, for always holding it down for me. You guys already know how much I love you guys, and I appreciate all of you so much. Jody, thank you so much for being here. DJ Broski hails all the way from Australia, so make sure you're following him. That's our Australia family right there. So follow him. Um, Follow DJ Nick again, Diana Lynn Rivera, Karen Midori, who I saw last week. When did I see you, Karen? Well, I saw you guys, you and DJ Nino Yellow, last week. Good to see you, sister. We gotta have lunch. Kev Hawaii, who's out there with the flock, Ohana with JayByrd staying over at his house. Mahalo, Kev. I appreciate you. Shout out to the flock, Ohana. DJ Rap 50, all the way from the Philippines. Make sure you following our brother Rap 50, Salamat po. Mabuhay, Mahal Kita, Rap 50, DJ Smooth G. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, all of you. We're just waiting to let me know when JayByrd jumps on, and I'll do the raid, and that way we can immediately raid out on them and stuff. I'll be back on tomorrow. It's gonna be 5 to 7 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. It's gonna be a therapy Thursday session. We'll play some tunes. We'll have some conversation. Shout out to my boy DJ Stress TV. Again, Stressy. Love you, Stress, man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Stress, for all that you've done for me and my Ohana too as well. Stress was here at the studio just a couple months ago. So make sure you're following one of the most dopest, most entertaining streamers on Twitch. But more importantly, like JayByrd, like so many of you, one of the most down-to-earth people on the planet. Kevin Rain, my brother who's out in Florida, who seldom's on Twitch because he's doing a whole bunch of real life events, handling and taking care of his family. Yo, Kev, please give Kit Girl and Bella a hug for me. Love you, Kev. Thank you so much, man, for the bits of aloha. I appreciate you. Shout out to Masha Mike, who's one of my power mods. He lives in Maui, so follow him too as well. I see Chica Chula, and I just want to say, Chica Chula. Chica Chula. Shout out to DJ Calves. He's also all the way from Australia. So follow that brother too as well. Again, this is the Twitch community. This is what we do, right? Is our whole premise is to support and give support to everyone here, because without this, I'll be playing to myself or maybe a few of the bots. So I appreciate you guys. Tune in next week, Wisdom Wednesday. My guest will be, I don't know, that's why it's called a guest, because we got a guest. I'm not sure it is. I haven't set anything up, but I'll let you guys know. You'll see the flyers, but we'll make sure to send it out. Chica Chula, muchas gracias. Shout out to her sister, DJ 50 Steph. She's coming to Hawaii too as well. So make sure you're following DJ 5150 Steph and her husband, DJ Silos. Yo, Nick, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let's see. Rick Iwamoto. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you, Rick. Thank you so much. Shelly J, all in from New Zealand. Everybody say aloha. Say how's it to Shelly J. Shelly, thank you so much for being here and supporting us. I appreciate you. So I'm just setting up the read when JayByrd jumps on. DJ Rap 50 again. Karen Midori, guess the guest. Yeah, I still trying to figure out who's the next guest gonna be, and that's my fault. I should be setting everything up. Been really, really busy. Presley Styles Cartel. Thank you, all of you. JayByrd is on. Thank you, Michelle. So we're gonna read out to JayByrd. So once again, yo, Kevin, July 7th to 11th. I'll send you a text. Warrior Pride, I appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. To the rest of the chat, Ohana, have a great week. I will see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you somewhere on the Twitch streets. And love you guys. Yo, Nick, I appreciate you, man. Let's hook up. Let's do some stuff. Sister Bird, love you, sister. We'll see you soon. Atmospheric, I appreciate you. DJ Filipino, appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the flip side. Everybody show some love. If you're not following DJ JayByrd, click that follow button. Let's support him. All right, family. Passions for life. Have a great night. We'll see you guys. Aloha. Mahalo. Thank you, Heidi. We'll see you, Heidi. Shelly, I love you, Shelly. Thank you so much. Shelly's like, whoa, sick and crazy. We'll see you guys. Aloha.